Man City, shambles. Shambles from Noel. Shambles.
Shambles from the Man City crew. They're out. They've come home. Towels between their legs.
Yeah, what's going on with them lot?
No, but...
Al Hilal, mate, good team.
We saw them against Real Madrid. They
team.
took them to a draw. To score 4 goals against Man City, you're doing something right. I have to say, defensively, though, those City woes have continued, right?
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
They're still a team that, if you get at them, can be got at.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
They still score goals, but they concede them. That's got to be a worry for Pep.
I said, Al Hilal, don't... Well, I watched them, and I was like, they're a good side. Right. They move the ball, they're quick, then they pass it well, and then they've got a top manager. I don't mug it. Everyone wants to mug off Saudi football. Mate, they're all right.
Well, yeah, they are. But
Saudi they just beat Man City.
I'm not having... They're representing Saudi football, mate. Come on.
Well, they are.
Well, they are, but they're not the... they're not going to be telling us, oh, have you seen Saudi football? And,
that's exactly what they're doing.
No, they're not, mate. They spent gazillions.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Trying to charge my...
Honestly, mate, you come in here a shambles.
Look how much charge I've got, 99.
Look at it. Have you seen his screensaver? Look at your tell.
Goldstein did that.
No, Terry Gibson in the studio, a Spanish football expert, talks about Real Madrid.
Goldstein did
that. And that's what his screensaver is.
No, but I can't change it. No, listen, well done. They're a good team. You and I watched them play against Real Madrid. They are a good team. There's no doubt about that. However, that's a bad result for City, mate. I don't care what anyone says.
It's a shocker.
It's a terrible result.
Yeah, I know.
And they'll be saying they don't care, and I get it because they come back early, and the City fans will be saying, and I get that.
But didn't Pep say this is... The Club World Cup for him was a new season?
Correct.
It's the start of a new season.
Correct.
They've fouled already.
Correct.
That he come out... He wasn't saying this was the end of the other season. This is a new season.
He did.
And they're out. Yeah. They're gone.
Yeah, and they're not even... Last 16 getting dumped. Like Al Hilal.
Yeah,
well, they have some good players, by the way. I'm not having Koulibaly, even though he scored.
He scored.
I know.
Who else I got?
Neves in midfield, mate.
Yeah.
He's decent.
He is decent.
Who's the other
him.
lad? They've got another lad in midfield.
Who's the other lad?
The other lad. Who's the other boy?
I'll tell.
The other lad's decent as well.
Who is it? What's his name, Tel? Terry, good evening, welcome.
Good evening.
How are you, Tel?
Very well, thank you, yeah.
Thanks for coming in, by the way.
Oh, nice, pleasure.
We always speak to you on the phone and we're having late night chats about Real Madrid and Spanish football, but we thought, you know what, we'll get you in.
Yeah, why not? No, it's a pleasure to be in.
Yeah.
And night the Real Madrid win. And
yeah, it's a massive win. Yeah, Real Madrid have just won tonight. They've won 1-0.
We were talking earlier about the City players look crushed. The players that do win games, they look absolutely thrilled, don't they? They're really going for it. The players, no doubt, are taking this as
a 250
a lot more
grand,
serious than I thought they would.
Yeah, win bonus.
I know the win bonus is there for the club. Is it 100 million, something like that?
But they'll be, that.
Tell you run around a bit more when you've got that little, that win bonus, 250 grand. Do you know what I mean?
But what is a win bonus to a player now? It meant a lot to us.
Yeah.
Because it was like half you on 600 quid a week, you got £200 win bonus. It was worth it. But now, if you're on 200 grand a week, and your win bonus is what, 5, 10?
Every little helps, Tel.
I've got a funny feeling. If you're part of this as a player, you could have gone to the club and said, "It's out of season. This is extraordinary. Sit down." I reckon they could structure a win bonus. I reckon this could be supersede the Champions League if they win this because of the prize money, what it means. There's more money winning this than the Champions League. And I reckon the players could sit down for 4 weeks' work, genuinely.
Yep.
I think they're going to cream £1 million each, mate. £1 million each.
Do you reckon? What's a million to
maybe
Mbappe?
more. Maybe
What's a million
more.
to Mbappe, though? Really?
No, I know. But
absolutely bothered, isn't he?
But it might be like amongst a group. Maybe...
It's 100 million.
Maybe £2 million each. Maybe £3 million. I don't know what it is. They'll sit down, depending on what club you play at. There's a new structure. This is out the ordinary.
And it would be a new bonus, wouldn't it? Because this tournament has not happened before, so it wouldn't be in their regular contracts, regular bonuses.
Yeah. They'd pick £5 million up each, mate, couldn't they?
5 million? Or was it 1 million or 5 million?
Well,
I mean, how greedy are you, by the way?
Depends who you play for, right?
Okay, if you're at Chelsea, what are you asking for?
10. you probably... If you're realistic, I don't know, I haven't had time to think about it, but if you're sitting down with the owners and you're saying you're taking the squad of, 30 out, right? The players got to get half of that money, right? And there's backroom staff, there's everyone that's there, there's the huge army, Gibbo and I are talking about it. Mate, I'd say 4.
Each?
£1 million.
Each?
Yeah.
What, each player?
Yeah.
Gets 4 million quid?
Yeah.
They get 100 million, Jace. They got 25-man squad. What are you on about?
3 then. Two.
That's 75.
Two.
Okay,
However
that's a
small,
million.
I
mean, honestly,
Jay, like I said-
your brain
like I
is
said-
like,
like I
like,
said,
is he stupid or what?
no, what I'm saying is the boat never sat down and worked out what it's worth to the club.
It ain't
how
a
much-
million quid.
Like, well, it ain't going to be short of how much short of $1 million would you go?
Well, it ain't going to be a million. They'll probably get 50 grand a win bonus each game, and if they get to the final, they win the final,
There you
might
go.
get
I'm
150.
talking about winning it. I'm talking about winning it.
All right, 200 grand.
No, you're not doing it for 200
If they got $1 million each,
So you're not doing
25
it.
of
You're
them.
doing it anyway, regardless.
No, but
you're
you-
saying no, are you?
200 grand. You get that on pre-season.
Mate, you're talking absolute garbage.
The value of the competition is winning it, is the money now, but also the prestige of being the first winners. So
Yes,
I
it's
think
that.
we all expect it to be one of the
I know,
European
Man City with a
giants.
holders tell. I didn't even know.
If you get 100, yeah, but that's when they went straight into the final, didn't they?
This is the inaugural, isn't it? This is
Yeah,
the first
this is
time
the
it's been
first.
done in
Like a
this,
proper
in this way.
tournament.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah,
had
yeah,
the
yeah.
prestige of winning it if you're champions.
Look, they look like they care, by the way.
They get a purse that 100 million, isn't it, at the club?
Yeah.
If they 25 goes the players' way, club's
Yeah,
still
it
happy
hasn't
with that,
captured the imagination over here, really, I think, in terms of really getting behind it. But, I mean, watching the games, when Real Madrid, they were buzzing. And they're the big dogs, aren't they? When they've won tonight, they look like they are well over the moon that they've won,
Yeah, it's come at a good time for them. They've got players back from injury,
Yeah.
a new manager. They're players that they've signed, a couple of them that we know well in this country.
Mm.
So it's come at a good time, really. The players will want to impress Xabi Alonso.
Yeah.
So it's no big prediction to say I thought they would go far in the tournament because they forked out 10 million just to get Trent Alexander-Arnold for this
Yes,
competition.
they did.
Well,
Yes,
he's
they
come
did.
up.
could've
He's
got
come
him
up
for
trumps
free.
tonight, right? He's putting a great ball for the goal. They win 1-0. It's an assist for Trent. He's played well. He's worth the money instantly, right? You'd say.
If they win this tournament, it's 10 million well spent, isn't it? But you're looking at it from the outside and thinking, well, why didn't they wait a month and get him for free?
No,
No,
but now you
because
know.
they want to win.
Yeah, it's
They
very
want to win this tournament. What do you make of the whole Trent thing? Because the first couple of games he looked a bit rusty, looked unfit, which is understandable, right? He's not really featured for Liverpool, but I think he's going to be a big player for Real Madrid, isn't he?
Yeah, I think it's we underestimate the size of the move because of the size of the club, because it's Trent Alexander-Arnold who's played all his life at Liverpool. Then suddenly, in the blink of an eye, he hasn't got that summer and a pre-season to settle in. It's crash, bang, wallop straight into this tournament. It's probably helped by the fact that most of the players are in the same boat because it's a new manager.
Yeah.
So it's not like he's stepping into a team and a club that's had Ancelotti, for instance. If he'd still been manager, it might have been harder to adapt. But he's gone in, he's like the rest of the players, they're all looking to impress. It's important for him to do well because Danny Carvajal was back on the bench tonight.
Yeah.
Legend of the club,
He is a
the
legend.
leader of the club,
Mm.
same position. And it's important that Trent Alexander-Arnold has got his opportunity and takes it as well as he can, so that at the start of the season, they're not in such a rush to get Carvajal back.
Yeah.
And then that's more games for Alexander-Arnold.
Carvajal
and then
still
he might
got-
stay in there.
Has Carvajal still got a lot to offer, though? Because, he's whenever I've watched him, he's unbelievable.
Yeah, and
I know he
it's
had a
going to be
terrible
interesting.
injury.
He's early 30s now. I think he's probably 33, and he's been out for 10 months with a diabolical injury.
Yeah.
Everything went. Everything.
His
in
whole
neck
knee,
went.
right?
The whole lot went. So it remains to be seen how he's going to be when he gets back. He's making all the right noises. He looks well in training.
Yeah.
And as I say, he's with one or two others leaving, Toni Kroos, Luka Modric, who's still at this tournament,
Yeah,
which
that's
is
right.
bizarre that he's going to Milan.
Yeah.
He's still sitting on the bench and coming off the bench for Real Madrid.
Is he still at Real Madrid?
Yeah,
the bench?
he's
No, he's not.
Played tonight.
Yeah,
He signed for Milan.
yeah. Another example that they wanted him for this tournament to win it.
Yeah.
That's
They
bizarre.
think
So
he's
if you're saying that
necessary.
Trent has to fight for that position because he's been out so long, Carville, the fact that Trent is coming into that, he's the future. Obviously, we know that.
Yeah.
But
6 or
right
7
here,
years
right,
difference.
right here, right now, you're saying the next 12 to 18 months, that position at right back is not guaranteed.
Oh yes, 100%. I would say Danny Carvajal will probably still be favourite. He's a, I mean, in terms of, as I say, he's a legend. With all the Champions Leagues they've won, he's been at the heart of it, and it would be controversial for Xabi Alonso to discard him. And I think it'd be a waste as well. He's still got a lot to offer,
Yeah.
depending on how he gets back from his knee injury. We probably won't see the best of Carvajal until Christmas, maybe after Christmas. But it's competition for a place. Carvajal is a better defender, and he does give you something going forward. I don't think there's any doubt that Alexander-Arnold's strength is going forward, and he's probably better at putting the crosses in and the diagonal passes and set pieces and stuff like that, taking of direct free kicks. So there are differences between the two. I think just Danny Carvell just edges it in terms of he's good at everything.
Yeah.
Alexander-Arnold is brilliant at one or two things, maybe not as good.
Have you noticed the difference in Alonso already with the way they set the team up? Have you
Totally.
noticed? Oh, really?
Remarkable. I mean, I've been watching Real Madrid for, God knows, 20-odd years now. I've never seen him play a 3 at the back. And I knew he played this at Leverkusen.
It's 100% a 3, or is it a 4 with that?
With Trent playing inside?
No, it was Trent Alexander-Arnold, Fran Garcia playing down the left as the wing-back, Tchouameni dropping into the centre of defence alongside Rudiger and Howson. And after that, it was difficult to see exactly where everyone was playing. I think he wants to play a loose 3-5-2. But Vinicius is a pest because he will always stay on the left.
What I've noticed already
Garcia is not going to be able to guard him down the left because Vinicius is meant to be central, but in his natural habitat is playing on the left side of attack. Yeah. So, but the fact that they're playing a different style, more possession based, it's quicker to win the ball back. There's a lot of differences in the 3 games that they've had from what we saw from Real Madrid last season. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how good they can be with Alonso, because I think he's a bit of a special manager.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.